Steve Holland is Carrick's number 2, says Viraj. Is he? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, I'd get very worried then. I'd be very worried about that. Steve Holland as Carrick's number 2 is terrifying. Steve Holland will be part of Michael Carrick's backroom staff. Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought it was a joke. So this guy is shit, basically. Honestly, Gareth Southgate's backroom team at England was fucking rubbish. We played shit football. And people think this is not sabotage, right? Steve Holland worked with Gareth Southgate at England and England were fucking rubbish, right? We've now got Steve Holland working with Michael Carrick for no reason. I don't think they've ever worked together at all. We've got no idea why Steve Holland's working with Michael Carrick. Apart from, is this a feeder into Southgate in the summer? I mean, God, you know, if you're not protesting, stop buying stuff, stop buying merchandise, stop supporting this ownership on decisions. That terrifies me. I mean, I'm reacting to this live, but there is no mention of Steve Holland until this morning. There is no link to Michael Carrick, I don't think. And he is Southgate's number 2 for the last few years. What the hell is going on at this football club? I mean, if we're loading up for Gareth Southgate, and remember what I said about the manager. They do need a yes man. They do need somebody who can come in quickly, and none of the Premier League managers can come in quickly because they won't be able to leave until the end of May. None of the World Cup managers are going to come in until July, but Southgate will be there ready to go. He'd be ready to go. I mean, fucking hell. This is why people need to be calling out Wilcox, the board and the owners, because it can get worse. I think some people think it can't get any worse. You know, sacking 2 managers in 18 months, spending £500 million on them, sacking half your workforce, finishing 15th in the league, sacking your director of football, not buying midfielders. You know, people think it can't get any worse. That list is like a shopping list. They'll just keep adding to it and it will keep being bad stuff. So we've now got Gareth Southgate's assistant working with our interim. Where do you think that's going then? That is terrifying. It doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me at all. This club is being run into the ground by Pratt. I mean, if we've got Southgate in charge next season, oh my God. I mean, he's not Premier League experienced. He couldn't get one of England's best ever squads to win a tournament at home. And his football is fucking rubbish. I mean, God. It worries me we've got Steve Holland. The football was rubbish. The football under England was rubbish. Why would I want somebody that was coaching England at Man United? Fucking hell. Oh, dear me. I agree. I would agree. I've always had a fear that Southgate will end up being Man United manager. And we've not really heard a lot about it for a while, but that there is terrifying. I mean, where's that name come from? Nobody's mentioned that name. Steve Holland, Gareth Southgate's assistant, is now working with Michael Carrick. Wow. Of all the people in the world you could go and appoint and you go and get that's terrifying. Carrick might be a good choice, but how will he change the midfield without signings? I don't see a future or project. The board are just winging it. Yeah, if Southgate comes in, I'm done, says Michael Doctor. Look, I did a video on That's Football yesterday saying Man United are finished. I did a video on here last week saying there's no way back. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Those things were not said in jest. They were not said, you know, for dramatic impact. They were said because I meant them. I do not see a way back, and I think we are finished. There are too many problems in that football club, and I think the thing about decisions are bad decisions don't necessarily hurt you straight away. You know, eating a Big Mac and chips every single day for 10 years doesn't necessarily hurt you in year 5, but eventually it will. And these bad decisions we're making, some of them are clearly bad decisions, but some of them will take time to impact us. And I just think things are going to get worse. These people are clueless. Like, you know, even if you think Amrim should have been sacked, right? As I've said before, even if you think Amrim should have been sacked, respect, that's fine. You've probably got your reasons, style of football, results, back three, Bruno in the midfield. The culmination of things may have been why you thought Amrim wasn't the guy. But there is no way anybody who was Amrim out wanted him to be sacked, so we brought in an interim coach who was an ex-player and Steve Holland as his assistant who feeds into Southgate. No, nobody would have wanted that. People were talking about, let's go and get Conte, let's go and get Xavi, let's go and get Emery. They weren't talking about, let's sack Amrim so we can get Carrick in with Steve Holland. That's not what they wanted. Look, hopefully we're all wrong on that, but it just seems mightily suspicious that you bring in Southgate's long-term right-hand man to work with Carrick and there's a manager job in the summer. Yeah, it does. It really does. My phone is ringing. Oh, I missed. I was going to answer it. 100% Wilcox is paid by City, says Alex. Can only hope outsiders understand midfield needs fixing. They want to appoint you, Mark. No, they probably want me to. They're probably telling me to cease and desist. Stop saying stuff about us being linked with Man City. Okay, look, look. Hopefully, that's not going to end up where it could, but that's very, 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 very depressing. Very depressing. Any little glimpse of that's not too bad is always a shovel round the head, isn't it? You go and look at something and go, it's not that bad, and the next thing you're getting whacked round the back of the head with a shovel.